Well, it's 2 months and a day since my true love, aka narcissist. Come on, Goliath, where are you? Has been dead. So yeah, 2 months and a day. And I was doing really, really good for a while. I was hanging out with my girlfriends and, you know, I was meeting people, met some really good people. And one of the people that I met was in the band Hillbilly Orchestra, a really awesome band. Sat down one day, didn't know I was sitting down with the band. Actually sat down with 2 members at the outdoor concert and didn't know who they were. Just started talking. Found out that one of them had stomach cancer and was very, very sick. And the other one had just gotten over cancer. And I had had cancer. And, you know, what is it? May 2023, June 2023. And it was only in December since I had cancer really bad, you know, and we were planning for me to die. We had everything pretty much in order, and here I am alive, and the man I love, aka narcissist, is gone. You know, I had 2 failed marriages. My son is in prison. He's 38. He was given up for adoption by my uncle when I was 17 and he was 2. I got pregnant the second time 16 years later, and I had a tubal pregnancy and I almost died. And when I woke up, my husband, my second husband, who I got pregnant by, he was gone and he was out getting pot. And I remember crying. It still hurts me to this day, 20-something years later. It still hurts me. You know, both my marriages were sex, drugs, rock and roll. That's what they were. My first marriage, he was nothing but a liar and a cheater. And he lied about everything. He lied about how he toured the world with Pantera and all this other stuff. And he didn't even get out of his bedroom. But he had people who believed him. That's what I still don't get. I mean, it's been, over 20 years now? 25 years now? And they still believe that he toured the world. And he was a badass musician. Well, so, you know, I have had a lot of pain and heartbreak in my life. And, you know, there's been poverty. There's been, you know, when I was with my first and second husband, they would never keep a job. And I was a dental assistant and I was the main provider. And, you know, we were moving all the time because I don't think this is the way we went, dogs. I think we need to go this way. I don't know where. Y'all need to tell me how we get out of here. So come on, dogs. I think we passed it. So, you know, we just lost places to live over and over again. I tried to hold it together, and both husbands were it was just all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, you know. And, well, especially my first husband. My second husband, not so much about the sex. Anyway, then I meet the abuser, Ted. He was a narcissist, very abusive. He smothered me, and when the cops came, and I felt the life slipping out of my body. He was over me, smothering me to death. And then he finally let go, and I had called the cops. And they put me in the back of the patrol car and didn't want to believe me, wanted to believe the abuser. And then I went to my second one, the one that I fell in love with. which was my narcissist that I had known since we were kids. And he said, I always told me he had a thing for me. You know, he just always loved me, I guess, is what he said. I don't believe it. I was just one of the girls in his harem. And, you know, when we lived together every day, every single day was accusations. And there is a demonic spirit associated with accusations and the narcissist spirit. I mean, and I know that's what it is now. But then, you know, I couldn't figure out why. I mean, I loved him so much. And he just thought I was nothing but a whore, you know. And it's like, I wasn't a whore. I wasn't acting like a whore. I wasn't being a whore. But he accused me of being a whore every single day of my life. And every single day he started wars in order so he could go and he could be with his other women. And I didn't know that. I mean, these are the things that I'm finding out about since he's been gone. So I've had a lot of pain and suffering from all of this. But the last 3 days, I've missed him horribly. And Sunday, I actually didn't feel well. Been having a lot of pain. And I ended up going to the back part of the house to get clothes. And as I was standing there getting my outfit, I felt him standing behind me. And this sudden rush came over me. And it was like he was there. And I didn't want to go to church anymore. I didn't want to be around people. I wanted to isolate myself. I wanted to be alone. I just wanted to turn on some music and be alone. And honestly, you know, I spent a lot of time praying for this man. I believed in my heart that if I just proved to him that I was a good woman, I was faithful, I was true, that one day he would see it and God would heal him from narcissism and he would come home to me. I really did set myself up for that. And then, of course, he dies, and he dies with another woman. And he lied to me on the day that he died, right before he died, and said that the coughing in the background was my imagination. There was nothing. So I do want to lightly touch on the subject of demons. My narcissist loved to listen to videos about demons as he slept. He said he could not sleep without it. I know now he had a woman there every single night while he made me believe that he was alone an hour and a half away from me. He made me believe that, but he had a woman there every single night. And I was thinking that he was by himself after a while, but now I know that he probably looked up that a narcissist needs someone with them constantly, and so he didn't want to appear like a narcissist to me, so he just had to make it up and say, no, I'm alone, I went to bed early, and I really believed that. I was a sucker. And I guess I wanted to believe that. I wanted to believe that I was his only, even though we weren't having sex at the time because I was sick with cancer and then I was sick from healing from cancer. I think it's this way, dogs. Dogs. Hey, which way? This way, isn't it? Or y'all probably know better than I do. Which way are we going? So, you know, every single night he had to listen to stuff about demons attacking people, demons pulling them off the bed, tickling their feet, standing in the corner of the room watching them. I mean, they're on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube. And he said he loved the voice. Well, I know now. I was actually thinking the man was getting sicker and sicker because I knew something was wrong with him. And I always felt like he was going to die of a heart attack. Like, I seriously knew that. I knew that for years. I knew that he was going to die of a heart attack. And I know now that he had women over there every single night. I know that he had to listen to demon videos, and he only slept about 3 hours a night because narcissists can't sleep. They are wicked, and wicked people